Hello, and welcome to yet another episode of When She Longer Wants to Cook for You. Here's what you do. Listen, we're back, but listen, we're going to go the healthy route, right? And Carl, welcome to the show.
Thank you for having me.
Is going to take us that route. Listen, Carl, what are you going to cook for us today?
Today I just want to make this healthy journey easy for you guys, because I feel like a lot of people struggle when it comes to actually making it happen. Today I'm going to show you what it takes to make it happen. But I'm also going to take it a little step further. I want to explain to you guys, let's say if you want to lose 40 pounds in the next 6 months, how you can actually do that. Most importantly, what it looks like to create these meals, to make it easy, to make it sustainable.
Okay, cool. Now, Carl is another Elaine find. Like, you know, she goes and finds these people for the show, and she's been really amazing with that. You know, the funny thing is, Carl, the timing of this is really kind of funny because I just did my annual physical, and the doctor was like, yo, you need to, like, shed 10 pounds. So I'm 192. Yeah. So he wants me to, and I'm heavier than I look. I really am. But and I do go to the gym. I'm not like health diesel like Carl here, but I do go to the gym, and I need to lose 10 pounds, and so I'm definitely going to be watching this and watching you. So not only are you going to be motivating the people out there, you're definitely going to be showing me how to kind of get the best out of my situation with my health. Carl, how old are you at, by the way?
Me, I'm 24.
Jeez. Yeah. So you're 24 and you're a personal trainer?
Yes, sir.
How long have you been doing that?
I've been doing it for about 8 years now.
Oh,
it's been a long journey.
Listen, the brother. It's great to see. It's great to know. Actually, we just met, but if you read up on him, I'm going to have all the social media stuff. You'll know so much about him. He's definitely positive, the positive energy, so I can understand why you're a personal trainer. And the funny thing is, got so busy that we got a small window to get this done because he got a client coming over. So, listen, so on that note, we're going to get started. When She Long Wants to Cook for You, Carl today, Long Island, is going to show us what to do.
Let's do it.
Do your thing, man. We'll be right back.
Awesome, let's get into it. So first thing I'm going to be showing you guys today is, let's say, a breakfast idea. And this is one of my favorite breakfast ideas because I have a sweet tooth, I'm not gonna lie, and sometimes I like to make a delicious but also tasty breakfast. So today what we're gonna do is basically we're gonna use flavored oats, and I like to use these packs because they're only 160 calories each, and that's the biggest thing when it comes to like weight loss, guys. You want to put yourself in a calorie deficit, and when you can put yourself in a sustainable deficit, meaning a deficit that's not leaving you craving junk, craving stuff, you know, making you binge eat, a deficit that is sustainable but also easy on the gut, then that's when you're actually gonna put yourself in a better position to, you know, be healthier, but most importantly, make it last as long as possible. So today basically it's gonna be, let's go with cinnamon spice. Because this is like a variety pack, so it comes with apple, cinnamon, maple, brown sugar, cinnamon spice. So let's use cinnamon spice. So there's 160 calories in here. So what we're basically gonna do is gonna take this, and you could do this literally the night before you go to work. So therefore you could just pack it, put it in the fridge, and all you gotta do is stir as you go, right? Because again, the biggest thing is convenience. You wanna make this journey, you wanna make this as easy as possible for you while adhering to job, while adhering to your family, while adhering to responsibility. So we're gonna do it here. Put the whole pack in there. And then what we're gonna do is we're gonna take some milk. Ooh, let's see what we got. Me preferably, I prefer silk milk because it's higher in protein, but 2% will do for today. And again, that's another thing as well too, is always have more protein within your meals. So we're gonna put that much milk. Ooh, maybe a little too much, but it happens. And then now we're gonna put it in the microwave. And we're gonna put it in there for about like 2 minutes. Now, the reason why you want things to be high protein, guys, is just because when you have more protein in your diet, that's going to help increase the speed of your metabolism, but most importantly, the amount of muscle mass you're able to retain as you're working out. And that's another thing too, like when you're working out, biggest thing I'd say is focus on more weight training, because weight training and muscle is really the key that's going to help you lose this weight and maintain it forever. Because if you, let's say, go cardio, yes, you'll lose weight here and there, but it's not sustainable. It's not something that you look forward to. We all hate cardio, but when you start enjoying weight training and you actually start like building, let's say, a feel for it, it changes everything for you. So while this is getting done, what we're gonna do is we're gonna take a scoop of whey protein and we're gonna put it in there and basically just gonna stir it all up. Give me 1 sec. And always go for chocolate whey. And I'll say the best protein that you can get, if you ever are looking for protein, look for whey protein isolate. Whey protein isolate is a form of protein that actually is better than most, let's say, whey protein, because most of them are a lot of fillers, and there's a lot of things out there that I wouldn't really lean towards. But if you get anything that says like whey protein isolate, that was going to help you when it comes to your system, but also importantly, actually having a good quality source of protein. You know you got to watch the oatmeal or it's going to rise. It always rises. 40 more seconds. A few more. Keep it coming, keep it coming. I wish you could speed it up a little bit. That should be good, perfect. Now we're gonna take this. We're gonna put 1 scoop of protein powder. Now we're just gonna stir it up. You want to give it a really nice stir. All right. Keep it coming. All right. And then now what you could do is, what I like to do is, you can put blueberries on top. You can put dark chocolate chips on top and add your favorite toppings to it, but also keeping it in a way where it's low calories and healthy. What I'm going to do for myself is I'm going to add an extra pack. Because for me right now, I'm preparing for a show, but my calories are around like 3,000 to like 2,800 depending on the day, depending if it's a leg day, whatever day it is. So I'm gonna add like half a pack in there just so it could be a little thicker to my liking, but also to the calories, because you always want to adhere to your macros. The more you're able to adhere to the amount that you actually need to eat, the easier it's going to be for you to actually sustain it. There we go. That's the thickness I'm looking for. Boom. Perfect. I'm going to put it in there for about 1 more minute. And that should be good. Ah, it's dripping. Perfect. Give me 1 second. All right. Awesome. Next up is we're going to be making, well, one of my favorite dishes. Basically potatoes, red skin potatoes, because they're delicious, but also it's very healthy for you. Chicken, and we're going to be basically showing you guys how to batch cook. And batch cooking, I prefer over meal prepping. And the reason why I prefer it over meal prepping is because when it comes to meal prepping, it can be a little annoying because you have to prep these set meals for the whole week. But when you batch cook, let's say I batch cook chicken, I batch cook potatoes, I batch cook like a guac mix, what I could do is throughout the week, I'm able to pick and choose different ingredients, so therefore I have variety. Like the biggest thing you kind of want to look at is as like Chipotle in your own house, where you come in, oh, chicken's already ready, boom. All I gotta do is portion it out. Rice is ready, boom. All I gotta do is portion it out, making it very easy and super convenient. Oh, see? It overflowed. There we go. I knew that was gonna happen. 1 second. Beautiful. We're just gonna give it one last little stir. But that's it. That's why you gotta look for it, or it definitely will overflow. And now we stir it up. There it is. Boom. And now we add the dark chocolate chips. And now we're gonna add some blueberries. A little more. Beautiful. Now we stir it up even more. There we go. Keep stirring it. Yep. I get it from me. I love chocolate. Anytime I could put dark chocolate in my food, I'm going to do it. And that's the thing too, guys. You don't have to restrict yourself when it comes to like weight loss. The biggest thing is they tell you, oh, no more of this, no more of that. No, it's actually how can I add more variety? How can I add more protein? And you could do it so many fun ways. And voila, now I have like a nice little chocolate treat that I could wake up to. And what I usually do is once it's ready, nice and tasty, you can smell the chocolate. You can, oof, this tastes delicious. I might want to eat it right now. But yeah, now what we're going to do is just pack it up. We use some tinfoil. I wish I had some other covering. 1 second. No, we don't. Okay. We use some tinfoil, and then boom. Breakfast is ready for tomorrow. It's that easy, and that's the biggest thing. Right? Keep it easy, keep it simple. Most importantly, straight to the point. And then now I can just store it away. Easy. All right, but now we're gonna make basically some chicken with some red skin potatoes and how to really batch cook this. Now again, batch cooking, again, I prefer it over meal prepping. It's a lot simpler, it's a lot easier. Most importantly, it's easy to mind. So let me get you guys into that. We're gonna go from here. Take our broccoli. We're gonna take our thin sliced chicken. We're gonna take the potatoes, right? So when it comes to the potatoes, and one tool that you guys can utilize to really learn about your calories is you can go online, and go to calculator.net. Calculator.net is basically a website where you can go and you can find out the amount of calories that you actually need to, let's say, gain weight, lose weight, or sustain weight. And one of the biggest things it will ask you for is basically your body metrics. So your height, your weight, measurements, and basically all you have to do is put that in, right? And once you put that in, it's going to tell you, hey, this is the amount of calories that you're burning at rest, which is your basal metabolic rate. And once you have that basal metabolic rate, which is the amount of calories that we just burn by just not doing anything, like you're just sitting around, right? You want to take that and you want to, let's say your TDE, which is your total energy expenditure, you want to take that, add it together, and put yourself in like 300, 200 calorie deficit. And while working out 3 to 4 times a week, you're going to be able to actually lose weight while being in a deficit. Most importantly, it's going to come easy. Because once you know this, you go to MyFitnessPal, you put those exact calories in there, and from there on, all you got to do is just fly. Right? All you got to do is fly, cook, and prep meals as you go. And use MyFitnessPal as a tool to actually like create, but most importantly, get to the right macros and stuff. There's a lot to go into it. The biggest thing I say when it comes to, let's say, weight loss is the more you know, the easier it comes. And sometimes it's just about knowing how to make this really convenient for you. So we're going to take cardboard, potatoes. We're going to just give them a nice wash. One. Now I usually do the whole thing on, let's say, the meal like batch, but today I'm just going to keep this like a small sample size for you guys. Boom. Perfect. Easy. All right. Now, when it comes to like onions, pico and stuff like that, for me, I just like to get the pre-made ones. I don't like cutting up onions. It makes my eyes burn. So just get the pre-made ones so it's a lot easier. But what we're going to do is basically turn on our stove and we're going to spray it with some butter. I love using this. It's 0 calories, so therefore it's a lot easier to actually prep your food. And that's another thing too, like when you're using like oils and stuff, always aim for things that are 0 calories or sprays, because it's going to be a lot easier to actually keep the calories down, because fats are the biggest thing that will, let's say, increase the amount of calories that you eat, right? So for example, if you go to McDonald's and you use seed oil, that seed oil is going to add an extra 300 calories to your meal. Yeah, the meal says 400, 300, but you got to count that seed oil. And if you don't count that seed oil, which you usually don't, that's when those calories add up. What did I just put the top? I lost it. Okay, cool. All right. So the stove is on. We're going to put a level 5. We're going to take some onions. we're gonna portion this out. Okay. This is 1/4 cup, so we're probably gonna take 2 of these. Boom. Nice and easy. Pour it on there. Boom. Pour it on there. Easy. Perfect. Now we're gonna cup these potatoes. This is perfect. All right, let's go. I like to have them nice and thin, because for me, I love when my potatoes are nice and crunchy. Even when I make sweet potatoes, I oven bake them, so it comes out really nice and crunchy, but also maintains all the juices in there. Now I'm going to show you guys one of my favorite ways to make these. Again, make this super easy. Like, weight loss and everything shouldn't be, something that's complicated. It should be something that's fun, because it's about finding what works best for you and how you can optimize that and maintain it forever. That's what I love about it, because I love helping people make that happen. And for me, I own my own online coaching business, which is basically like where I coach clients and train them and show them how to, eat right, cook right, but most importantly, how to really think about it the right way. Because sometimes just a mindset shift changes everything for you. Like, I've had students who've lost 100 pounds, I've had students who've lost like 40 pounds, and everybody's journey is different. Everybody has a different perspective. Everybody has a different goal and a different vision. And the biggest thing that I will say is make sure it's tailored to you and what you're truly trying to accomplish and how you feel about it, right? Because you can't just do what your best friend did. Yes, it worked for her, but at the end of the day, it's what works for you, because you live a whole different lifestyle, right? So you always got to put that in mind. Now we're going to use some of my favorite seasonings. We're going to go lemon pepper today. Yes, lemon pepper on the potatoes. Try it. Who says you can't use seasoning? Seasonings are fun. That's how you make it tasty. We don't eat bland food over here. And I'll put a little bit of garlic and parsley. Beautiful. We're going to turn this up a bit. Shake. And potentially give it a few more sprays, so it really just starts sizzling up a little bit. Beautiful. Beautiful. Let's mix this up. Hey, come here. All right. Now we're going to add it all in there. Boom. I'm probably going to do is add maybe a stick of butter or two. Not a stick of butter, maybe like a little bit of butter or two, but I'm just going to spray it. Just usually speeds up the process a bit. And last but not least, these bad boys in there. Beautiful. Now we're gonna spray it about like 5 times. Just to add some more butter on top. Easy. Done. And now let's add the cover. Perfect. And just let that sit there. Put a nice little level. That's it for that. Now let's get on to the broccoli. When it comes to broccoli, a few ways I like to cook it. Batch cook it. Steaming is the easiest way, I'd say, but sometimes you can put it in the oven. That's another way. So today we're probably just going to steam it and just keep it simple. So we're going to take our broccoli. It's super easy to make. Take your pot, put some water. Beautiful. Put that on top. Turn on the stove. Again, we're only going to take a little bit of broccoli. Just going to come here. Pour it in there. One thing I do like to do I don't like to meal prep or batch cook, let's say, for the entire week, because the food gets stale by day 4 and 5. So for me, I like to do it every 3 or 4 days. Just batch cook a group of meals, and that helps me stay on track, and most importantly, gives me variety. Because the biggest thing is, like, we get bored, right? As humans, we get bored, and when we get bored and we lean towards the easy options, that's when we start to have setbacks, right? So one of the biggest things is keep your brain, keep your mind interested in the food that you're eating. So it's easier, it's more accommodating, it just comes to you. And that's the biggest thing. When it comes to you, you don't even have to think about it. All you gotta do is just do. Okay, we'll put a little bit more. And that's basically what you want to do. You just want to be able to put yourself in a position to where you just do. And when it comes to working out also, like, you don't have to go every day. It's all about 3-4 times. And just strength train. But when you're in the gym, make sure you're being intentional, right? So if you go 3 to 4 sets for each exercise, and you're going 6 to 10 reps, be intentional about it. Like, the biggest thing is people think they have to be in the gym for 2 hours. I'm never in the gym for 2 hours. I'm in there for 45 minutes, an hour tops. I ain't got time like that. I don't think you do too. So make it easy and make it convenient. Get it on the wash. We got a little bit on top. Easy. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Ooh, you can smell those potatoes. I'm telling you, if you put onions in your potatoes, it adds a different flavor to it. It adds a different taste, different flavor, different texture, all of it. All right. Now I'm gonna put some salt in the broccoli. And then we're going to put some pepper later on. I don't like to put pepper during, because sometimes the pepper turns to, like, mess it up as you go. So just a little bit of salt. Shake, shake, shake. Come on. Oh, my hands are wet. All right. Give me 1 second. Now we're going to shake it up a bit. I need a cover. Oh, there it is. Nice shake. Beautiful. Let's do the same thing here. Oh! Happens. I'm going to show you guys the exact color that I'm looking for. Oh yes. Beautiful. Now they're nowhere near ready yet, but for me what I like to do is chase a certain color of my potatoes. Like I said, I like them crunchy. And what I'm trying to do is basically get this color to be all around it, right? Beautiful. Now I'm going to lower it a little bit. Just let it sit there. Perfect. All right. All right. Now let's move on to the chicken. My favorite part. Who doesn't like chicken? Now when it comes to chicken, I like to get thin sliced chicken breast. And then what I like to do with the thin slice is just cut into pieces, because when your chicken is like in smaller pieces, it's easier to cook. But what I'm going to do is I'm not going to use this because I already have some chicken that's like marinated. And what I basically did was I took some steak seasoning, some lemon pepper, and then I had used low sugar like teriyaki sauce. And basically I just let that marinate for the past day or two just so it can have some flavor, but most importantly have some texture to it. And that's the biggest thing with your chicken, guys. It doesn't have to be like, oh, chicken cut, salt, and then bland, and just, you know, put it in the pot. No, make it tasty, make it fun. That's the biggest thing with like meal prepping. I think people don't forget is you don't have to have bland meals. Make it delicious. Like right now, you know, it has what, 2 seasonings on it. This just has salt. It's just a veggie. But like make it your way that, you know, it fates your taste buds and you're actually looking forward to it. Let me actually put this away. Put that in there too. Open that oats. All right. Where you at? Where you at? Where you at? Where is it? Beautiful. So this has been marinated. This is basically thin slice. It's just again with steak seasoning, Hughes teriyaki sauce, and then a little bit of lemon pepper, and a little bit of salt and pepper as well too. But we're gonna take this. We're gonna cut into pieces. Already seasoned, already ready. Beautiful. Yeah. One thing that I don't like in my chicken is the fat. I like to get rid of it. Just for me, it's a texture thing. I don't know. I just can't eat it. I mean, we're all different though. That's the thing. There we go. There we go. Beautiful. Perfect. Easy. Now let's wash this out a little bit. Need some soap. We're just gonna rinse it out for now. Nothing too crazy. And just leave it at that. All right. Wale? Okay. Wait. That was just my mom. She's leaving for work. But I was checking the potatoes a little bit. Oh yeah. I like the sound of that. Beautiful. Turn it around a little bit. Yep. It's coming around. It's coming along, baby. Alright. We're going to lower this a bit. What we're going to do is spray it just a few more times and give it like another 3 minutes. Again, this is butter, so don't abuse it, but use it. And boom. Voila. Alright. Let's make room for some chicken. As you guys can see before this, we're making a little fish with like carrots. I forgot what sauce she used, but yeah, we're always cooking something. That's the best part. Cooking is fun. You know, if you can make cooking fun, you'll love this journey. That's a little too small. Let's go. Beautiful. All right. Okay, take this, put it on top. I'm gonna put this back here. Okay. Let's go. Let's do it, let's do it, let's do it. Turn on the stove. We're gonna spray it out a little bit. And just let that sit. I'm gonna take the chicken, we're just gonna mix everything together. Nice and easy. Perfect. Alright. Broccoli, lower that up a bit. Beautiful. Okay. Now, why do I have these? See, this is again why I love to batch cook. Let's say I make the chicken, I have leftovers, and I have leftover broccoli, and I have some leftover potatoes. What I'm going to do is basically I'm going to take this guac, I'm going to take this pico, I'm going to take some onions, I'm going to basically put them all to one little bowl, mix it together, and make like a nice little guac mix. And what you could do is take that guac mix, put it in your high protein tortilla, and I always get high protein just because like it just makes it easier. Again, protein is the biggest thing. If you can increase your protein intake, and that's a lot of things, like sometimes we think we're eating enough, but I would say the average person eats less than 100 grams of protein a day. And if you can increase that to about that 100, 120 mark, it's going to help you so much when it comes to, you know, what you're trying to achieve, right? Shake, shake, shake. Beautiful. All right. Give it about 1 more minute, and then what I'm going to do is probably add a little bit of butter to it. Just because potatoes take a little while sometimes. And adding a lot of butter just speeds up the cooking process. So, again, 1 avocado, small bowl, bang, wash it. Sometimes it's so hard to take the sticker off. Now we're going to cut it in half. Easy. Boom. And we're going to use the whole thing. Again, this is made to last you a little bit. There we go. Like this. We're going to peel it all out. Voila. Take this. I'm going to peel it all out. Voila. I like to get the small ones because those are usually the best ones. They're ready faster. It's easier to crush together. Just a steed. Beautiful. All right. Come here. Add a little bit of pico. And then add the spray. Last one. Last little spray. Because the onions sometimes at the bottom, they don't want to cooperate, so. Beautiful. That's it. Give me 1 second. So right now the client just messaging me. Just asking about his workout routine. Because for me, I do online coaching, which is basically, you know, coaching through my own personal app. And what I basically do is optimize your routine, optimize your eating, and show you how to make it convenient but easy. Because sometimes, you know, you can't. Like the biggest thing is like with in-person training. Yes, you can set that time, but online is so much more convenient to you because you're able to actually assess your trainer, talk to your trainer on the go while, let's say, traveling. Like I have clients that travel the world but still message me about the training program because it's so much easier for them. Morning, my dude, RDLs, am I pausing at the bottom or at the top? Pause at the bottom. So RDLs is basically like a hamstring exercise, and when you add a pause to it, especially when you're at the stress position, yeah, that burns. It burns, but that's a good thing. Here we go. Just add this to it. Only put a little bit. And we're going to do the same thing with the onions. That's my little sister in the background playing her little Roblox. She loves that game, man. But you got to restrict those games. I bought her the iPad and I kind of regret it. She is abusing the iPad. I literally had to go in there, time block it. She figured out how to overcome it. I went in there, put a password in. She figured out my password somehow. So now it's just about, okay, cool. There's certain periods of time where I'm just going to take it. Because sometimes you just can't let them be on there all day. And then that just becomes their life. You know, you gotta give them other challenges. And same thing with my little brother. But my little brother's a little different. He just goes. He loves playing sports. He loves being active. And for him, he actually hates sitting around. So that's one thing I do love. Now let's flip this over. Oh yeah. Perfect. That's exactly what we're looking for. That's exactly the color we are looking for. See, this is why I like making potatoes this way. It's not too hard. I mean, it's not too soft, but also it gives you the right color you're looking for right there. Right from home. Beautiful. Beautiful. Now we're going to put it on very low and just sit there for like the next minute or two. Alright. Now to go. Okay, cool. Almost forgot about the chicken, man. I didn't even hear it because it wasn't even on. There we go. We're going to use a different one and get that ready. But right now what we're going to do is just crush this together. Again, super easy. I say cut the avocados first. Once you cut the avocado, everything is a little easier to mix in. Again, some of these things guys take like an hour. You know, if you could take an hour out of your Sunday, just prep, batch cook, it makes life so much easier because going into the week, you don't have to think of, oh, am I going to have to eat? And then you make, let's say, an impulse buy or impulse, like, let's say you already know it's lunch and then you're at work and somebody brings in donuts and you're trying to, you know, go on your weight loss journey. That's going to put you in a bad spot because you're going to cater to those donuts because in your mind you'll be like, well, I didn't eat breakfast, so why not? But if you, let's say, prep breakfast ahead, kind of cuts that out. Same thing for lunch. You know, I didn't eat lunch, so why not? But if you prep lunch ahead, then it makes it easier. So it's all about preparing ahead so you don't fail to prepare. That's my mindset. Always prepare ahead so you don't fail to prepare. I remember when because in school I tore my ACL, right? And like freshman year I tore my ACL, and that made me really revamp everything that I was doing. And then it happened the second time. And the second time I think was the one that took the biggest toll on me. The first year was my freshman year, was when I was adjusting. Second year was like when I really wanted, you know, to start playing sports again, but also get back on my feet, get back to doing things. And I think the second time it happened, you know, left me really, I'll be honest, left me really depressed because at the end of the day, you know, it happens. Left me depressed. I didn't know what to do. And then I thought, what's the one thing that's always been part of my life and I actually enjoy and something that I do on a daily basis? And it was my job. I was already, you know, working at a kickboxing studio, and I was basically teaching like 6 classes a day. And I was like, okay, cool. If that's what it is, then that's what I'm going to stick to. And that brought me here. Voila, all done with it. And now you have a spread where you can literally take this, spread on your tortilla. You have some extra chicken, which we're going to put on top right now. Ooh. So it's a little too high, that's on me. I didn't realize. Sometimes you just talk so much, it just happens. There we go. 1 second. I'm just letting this cool off a little bit. The pan's a little too hot. That's what happens. Beautiful. Alright. Now relax. What I'm probably going to do is take it off to the side. And I'm probably just going to add this. I'm going to add some natural butter. And the reason is, again, because it's spray. There we go. Just a little bit. Perfect. Perfect. Now we can let it sit there. Nothing crazy. Easy. There it is. Perfect. This. It's all ready to go. Now we just let this sit there. take this actually. All right, here we go. Broccoli, it's ready, steaming. Take this and pour it out. Boom, done. Potatoes done, broccoli's done. Now I'm actually gonna take this and transfer it to the side. So this could be the main thing. A little easier, boom, easy. There we go. It's that simple, guys. Like, veggies are done, carbs are done. I have a guac mix, which is, basically my fat source, with some onions, some tomatoes. And what I could basically do is, again, take this, and something that I usually do too, is I like to batch cook ground turkey, and utilize the ground turkey with, let's say, avocado spread, turkey. Let's say if I have extra broccoli, I'll take it, I'll chop it into little pieces, put it on top, roll it over, and then that's a burrito right there. Or I add some cottage cheese as a spread. And cottage cheese I always say to utilize is this one. Nancy is my absolute favorite. It's probiotic, very healthy, high in protein, and it's easy on the stomach. Beautiful. Woo. Put that over here. Now we just got monitored chicken. There it is. That's what I'm looking for. Nothing crazy. Avocados are done. Take this, come to the top. That bad boy over here. Now, biggest thing also is like macros, right? And you guys hear me talk about this a lot, so I'll show you the app that you can use. This is a free app. It's called MyFitnessPal, and you can literally go on MyFitnessPal right now. And what you want to do is, let's do the whole process together, right? Let's do this. Let's go from my calculator.net. .net. And calculator.net is again where you're going to come in here and you're going to find your BMR calculator. So BMR calculator, this is what's going to pop up. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put my age. 24, my height, I'm 5'11". Right now I'm currently 204 or 5 pounds. So I'll put 204.5. And then I'm going to click calculate. So this is what's going to give me my BMR. Now BMR is 1900. For me, it's about 2200. So it's a little bit inaccurate. And this is why I always say when it comes to calculate.net, is you always want to say add an extra 100 calories to it, right? But for me, well, actually, one second. Male, plus settings. There it is. Never mind. 1 second. Told you it was good. Body fat, 18% right now. Okay. This will make it a little more accurate. If you know your body fat, it will make it a little more accurate. Okay, cool. So 1942, it went up by 2. So what it basically does, it gives you your activity level, right? So let's say if you're sedentary, the amount of calories that, let's say, you need to maintain weight is 2300. Let's say if you exercise 1 or 2 times a week, 2600. Exercise 45 times a week, 2800. You exercise 67 times a week, 3,350. Now for me, I exercise 6 to 7 times a week, but I'm only eating 2,700 calories. So to maintain my weight, I would need to eat 3,350 calories. But right now, since I'm losing weight and my goal is to get ready for my bodybuilding show, I'm eating around 2,850. So therefore, it's high protein. Carbs and my protein are matched. So right now, I'm at 270 grams of protein, 274 grams of carbs, and about 60 grams of fat. And that's going to help me cut down, but cut down slowly to where it's not just crashing and then coming back up. That's the biggest thing. You want to do it slowly so you can actually progress through it, learn through it, see how it goes, see how your body's reacting to it. Because everything is about how your body reacts to it, right? If your body's reacting in a negative way when it comes to your weight loss journey, then I would challenge you to change things up just a little bit. Right? In a negative way means you don't feel energized, you don't feel like you're satisfied. It's leaving you with hunger cues, it's leaving you craving food, and that's like negative reactions. With positive reactions, that you feel good, you're energized, you're active, you're just ready to go. And the thing is, it can change within a week, all by changing your food. Now I'm just gonna flip this over. I I like to put it about 2 to 3, 4 minutes on each side until I get the color that I'm looking for. There we go. Beautiful. Ah, come on, flip, baby. There we go. Nice and easy. Okay, cool. Now, so I take, let's say we take this, we'll take the 3,000 calories, which is basically exercising 3 or 4 times a week. Now we're gonna go to MyFitnessPal. Once you go to MyFitnessPal, you guys can do this step by step. You go to MyFitnessPal, you're gonna go to, 1 second, nutrition. Oh, no, you're gonna go to settings, and you're gonna go to diary settings. And then once you go to diary settings, you're gonna go to customize. 1 second, let me see, show, diary setting, 1 second. Nutrition, diary settings, diary sharing, no. 1 second, I haven't used MyFitnessPal in a while, but I'm gonna find it. Because I have this all on my app, and on my app I literally show you how to do it. I stopped using MyFitnessPal just because the integration flow is a little complicated, but you live and you learn. Where are you at, baby? Really, you have to pay for it now? That's messed up. So MyFitnessPal usually would allow you to change the amount of macros that you're trying to aim for. And I think you have to pay for that now. Customize nutrition dashboard. Yeah, you gotta pay for it. But if you get the premium, but if you don't want to get the premium, just put in your calories and just go to profile. Put in your goals, and once you put in your goals, you're gonna put your starting weight. Let's say right now, my starting weight is, why is it so high? There's a 500. Holy crap! Hold on 1 second. We're gonna put starting weight at 2. Well, I'll put my actual starting weight. We'll put it at 212. So I started at 212.5, and then my current weight is, again, my current weight right now is 204. And my goal weight is 190, right? Because for my bodybuilding show, you have to be a certain weight for your certain height, so therefore you can actually qualify to participate. And that's another thing too, guys. You're not trying to be a bodybuilder. Like for me, the reason why I eat this way, I'm not talking about the batch cooking, but I eat 6 meals a day. I eat that much because I have a certain goal in mind, right? For some of you guys, you just want to be healthy. And the biggest thing is, like, you have people that will try and, give you a bodybuilding routine to help you lose weight, but that will never work for you because that's not your goal. You're not trying to be in the gym 24/7. You're not trying to cook 24/7. You just want something that makes life easy. So this is the best way to make life easy, simple, most important, straight to the point. So we put 190, and we're gonna go lose 1 pound per week. And my activity, we're gonna say active. Boom. And now you're gonna go to calories, carbs, fats, and fat goals. You come here, we're gonna put the 3,000 calories, which is basically what calculator.net gave you. And when it comes to your carbohydrates and protein, a few things, right? Let's say you're a type of person who loves carbs and it's like your biggest thing. I would say put carbs at potentially 30 to 40% or 35, and then I would put your protein at 35 as well, so they can match each other. Or you could go 40, 40, and then 20. And that's more of a sustainable approach to where you're matching these calories. Your protein matches your carbs versus your protein's here and your carbs are here. And that leads to cravings and you just not really enjoying it, right? So you want to make it enjoyable and sustainable. And then from there on, all I have to do is just track and go. Boom, everything's set. My profile's optimized. My dashboard's ready. And now when I'm making, let's say, this meal, right? We're gonna put in chicken, and one thing I say is, once you're done batch cooking, literally take it, let's say put a cup, and let's say you put a cup of chicken, and it will tell you everything that you need to know. Or it doesn't have a cup, alright, we'll go 4 ounces of chicken, and we'll just go 100 calories. And let's say potatoes, red skin potatoes. Just a little bit too. we're gonna go 4 ounces. And then broccoli, we're gonna go 4 full florets. And boom, tells you the calories. This meal is high in protein, has a lot of vitamin C. It's 224 calories, and it's satisfying. But most importantly, it's gonna leave you leaving you feeling good. And that's another thing too. It's quality of food, right? When you eat food like this, you're less likely to get hungry afterwards. When you eat, let's say McDonald's, when you eat it, 30 minutes after, what do you feel? I'm hungry again. That's because it just went right through you, went right through your system. There's no nutritional value. But when there is nutritional value, then your body's like, oh, hold up. We need this, vitamin D, vitamin C. Oh, there's potassium in here, magnesium in here. And that's what's going to help you stay fuller, have more nutrient-dense foods versus McDonald's, Chick-fil-A. The minute we eat it, we're hungry again. And we want to, we have a dessert, we want to have a snack. And the minute we eat that, we're hungry again. We're like, damn, why wants to be hungry? It's the quality of the food. So one biggest thing is increase quality of food. It will change everything for you too. And the chicken is basically ready. For me, I like to have it this color. Nice and easy, not too crazy. And yeah, straight to the point. Takes about 3, 4, 5 minutes. And we're done. Now potatoes. I'm going to shake this up a bit. Oh yeah. All done. Nice and crunchy the way I like it. And then broccoli is also done. Now what we're going to do is just put them into different containers. And I'll show you what batch cooking is. Come here. Okay, we'll use this for broccoli. So that's one. Beautiful. We're gonna wash this and put the chicken in here. 1 second. Oh shoot. Bang. Take some of this. Beautiful. Then take your chicken. I'm gonna put it in here. Voila. Now we're gonna take our potatoes. Ray. Alright, put these in here. Voila. And turn it off. Alright. And that's it, fam. Now you got your carbs, batch cook, your protein, batch cook. And again, all you have to do is portion it out. Veggies, batch cook. Guac, batch cook. Now the biggest thing I would say is get a food scale. Food scale will make this super easy. It'll make it seamless. I don't know where they put my food scale. It was usually right here all times, and now I gotta go find it. But a food scale, all you basically do is you put it on here. You put your, let's say, plate on top, and all you have to do is just tear it. I really wish I had it so I could show you. But if you just tear it, you put your food, let's say you portion out 100 grams of broccoli, 100 grams of potatoes, 100 grams of veggies, and then you put that into MyFitnessPal. And again, aim to follow through with those macros that you're in a deficit. So therefore, it's easy, it's seamless, and it's just 1, 2, 3. Let me turn this off. Yeah, for me, that's how easy it could be. This journey should be fun, should be exciting. That's all I got for you guys.
Hello, welcome back. Listen, this is the end of the show. When I get to eat the delicious food, listen, it was smelling so good in here. Sometimes when you hear health living, health cooking, it's like, But Karl actually had it smelling amazing, really good. The chicken was smelling good. Actually, when he started getting into the onions and the potatoes, that's when you kind of was getting a beautiful aroma in here. Karl, I need to try it. Let me try the food.
100%. Got you right here, my man.
Okay.
Get you with a fork.
This looks good. This looks freaking good.
But yeah.
No, we're just looking for a fork. Carl's gonna get his fork. I'm actually gonna try something with my hand.
Screw it. These will work.
Okay, cool. I mean, you was looking for that, just grab a piece of chicken.
No, you're good.
And it tastes so good.
Gotta have flavor to it.
It does have a beautiful flavor.
You always gotta have flavor to it. That's the biggest thing, right? You gotta make it tasty. You gotta make it enjoyable.
Yeah.
You have to.
All right. Well, let me just get some broccoli.
The broccoli, I usually like to bake it.
Okay.
But today I just wanted to steam it. Cause I like when my broccoli is like a little bit juicy too.
Yeah,
You got a little flavor to that too.
Now, like I said earlier, just came back from the doctor. What I needed to do. Carl, I come to you. I'm a 52-year-old male. I'll be 53 this year.
Yeah.
How we go about my routine? Now, I'm not trying to be diesel.
No, 100%.
At 50-something years old, you just want to make sure all your
be
parts
healthy,
still work. You can go to the bathroom by yourself,
Yep.
so nothing crazy. So how would you approach the situation with me?
Okay. I'd say first week, let's say if you were to start with me, the biggest thing is allowing you to actually slowly get into this routine without, causing injury. You want to make sure everything's for longevity, right?
Okay.
So the biggest thing is looking at your training, looking at what you're doing right now, lifestyle-wise, and finding a way to incorporate at least 2 to 4 times in the gym and strength training. And let's say you're extremely busy, you're always traveling. All you need is about 30 minutes a day. 30 minutes a day of intentional work. So therefore, you go in the gym, you're in and you're out. So let's say you join me, give you a program, but the first week is basically assessment.
Okay.
It's just to see, how you're doing, what your body's like, where you're at physically. So therefore, we can actually put you in a regimen that makes sense for you in the long run. Because the biggest thing is you don't want to join and then you're just doing impact training, high intensity. That's just going to lead to injury. So you want to slowly build yourself up to where you can actually do this and sustain it over a long period of time. Just put yourself in the best position to succeed.
It's funny you talk about injury. I was never injured, but I did try CrossFit at one time.
Yeah.
I go to the gym like 3-4 times a week. Actually, you had me here so early that I didn't even get to go to my gym this morning. But I'm gonna go after this, especially But I did try CrossFit, and I didn't love it as the way I love working out, and I don't know, but just kind of. I'm not knocking anybody who does CrossFit. They have a strong community, and the dedication is amazing.
100%.
It got at one point it got so scared. It got kind of scary for me because I was on the bike and I realized it was like 20 more seconds and I literally had no more to give. I just wasn't enjoying that the way I thought I would. I love going to the gym, getting my music. Like I said, 4 days a week, 3 days a week. But I just wasn't really feeling that. But that's no knock on anybody. It could, I just wasn't dedicated to it the way it was. Now you also talk about weightlifting. What got you into that? And at what age did you start to take it seriously? Was it last year? Was it?
I would say weightlifting when I really started to get serious.
Can I just say one thing? If you take the guac and put it on the potatoes,
it tastes a different flavor.
Yeah, you got
it's a different flavor.
Yeah, that's good, man.
100%.
Yeah.
But weightlifting, I started weightlifting, I think, to be honest with you, 15.
Okay.
The reason why I started at 15 is I remember around like 14. And this happens a lot, right? It's when you have a family member that comes around and you haven't seen them in a while. And I was basically in a fitting room and just putting on these jeans. And literally I was lifting up like they were struggling. And she made this comment like, you have a woman's body. I was like, damn. And then the minute that she said that, I remember that like it was yesterday.
That would make you rethink your whole existence.
It made me rethink everything. And I was like, all right, let me start getting into the gym. And I didn't even start going to the gym. I started doing at-home workouts.
Okay.
And my dad got tired of it because I would just leave sweat. He's like, let me get you a gym membership, get you out of here.
Funking up the place. Okay.
And he got me a gym membership, and from there on, it took off. I would say first 2 years was just learning, but after that, it was just actually, taking it seriously, learning how to like progressive overload, how to put my body in the best position to actually gain muscle, because everything is about muscle. The more muscle you have, the easier it's going to be for you to do the things that you enjoy, longevity-wise, athleticism-wise, most importantly, just being able to just do daily activities, to your best.
Gotcha. Now let me ask you a question. Do you have a cheat day?
Me?
And it, you may not. Like, I tell you this, I'm a snacker. I mean, I have lost weight because of the gym, but, I'm a snacker. I like chips and stuff. So, do you have a cheat day? You could be so disciplined, you don't.
I really don't.
Okay.
The reason I say I don't is I find a way to make it all enjoyable, but also healthy. For example, let's say if I'm craving like a chocolate latte, right? One thing that I like to do is I like to take frozen chocolate cubes. So what I would do is take whey protein, take milk, and then I would probably take a little bit of Greek yogurt, mix it together, and put in like a cuticle. I actually have some right here.
Okay.
Yeah. And I do this every morning.
Guys, this is so good. I'm not going to eat the whole thing on camera, but what I'm going to do, I'm going to put it down, but I'm going to eat the whole thing after the camera.
So basically this, I like to make little chocolate cubes, so therefore I wake up, make my coffee, I just drop one of these in there. And that's sometimes like a little sweet, a little treat for me in the morning. But when it comes to like, let's say snacks, I just find ways to make it healthy. I just find ways to make it delicious and enjoyable.
Okay. How can people reach out to you? I mean, I know your social media. We're going to have all that on the bottom of the screen, but is there any other way we can reach out to you?
Yeah, Instagram, Facebook,
Okay, so
YouTube,
that'll definitely be on the bottom of the screen.
Yeah.
And you have a YouTube channel.
Yeah,
I know
YouTube
about
channel
that.
too, yeah.
So we're definitely going to have that on the bottom of the screen. Now, in the break, the conversation of eggs came up. And Karl told me something fascinating. Can we introduce the eggs?
Yeah.
So these are the eggs. Now, tell us
got
the history of the eggs, because he has amazing where these eggs come from. So,
Yeah,
where do
so
these eggs come from?
we have chickens in the back, and we have like a chicken coop in the back. We have 8 chickens, and we have like another 8 chickies like we're breeding right now. And the biggest thing is around like last year, eggs prices went up. But also for me, I eat about 10 eggs a day.
Okay.
Like my breakfast is itself 8 eggs. And what I usually do is I buy 24-pack every 2-3 days, and I'm like, I'm getting tired of this. So me and my dad had the idea of let's just make a chicken coop, and we just came together, we made the coop, and he got the chickens, and from there on it just took off. And now we get an average of about 6 to maybe 10, 12 eggs a day, and depending on how cold it is, the temperature and stuff for the chickens. But now, especially summer, we're probably gonna get a lot of eggs every fucking day. It's pretty amazing. And you guys could definitely take these to go too.
Wow, that is so.
And the crazy thing is they have these. I don't know how they do these. These are the biggest one. These usually have 2 oaks in them.
Really?
Yeah.
We had to talk about that because you guys also kind of grow your own.
Yeah, we grow our own plants too. Yeah.
Yeah. So, and I'm in the beginning stages. I don't know what will ever come of it, but I'm in the beginning stages of growing my own fruits and vegetables, tomatoes especially, and I don't want to get too wild with it, but it's just we came here early, but this is worth the trip because honestly, this hits home for somebody of my age. Unfortunately, we have our sugar issues, we have our high blood pressure, and everything else that comes along. And as you choose to live this journey, we are told we have to live this journey.
No, 100%.
And so, like I said in the beginning, I have to lose 10 pounds. This will help. I'm not going to lie to you. I will be I think that's another thing. People are just lazy. And so, fast food, you just can go get it, but you feel like crap.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying that to just say it, but you do. Like, when was the last time you had McDonald's? Like 12?
Nah, about like 6 years ago.
Okay, so you just drive right by it. Like,
Because I had McDonald's one time. This is the last time I had it. Because I was basically eating healthy for probably like 4 months. And I was like, I'm craving some McDonald's. I threw up that night.
It's not gonna. Your body's gonna. And now your body will. Your body's gonna reject it big time. As far as red meat, do you eat red meat?
Yeah, I love red meat. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I love me a nice meat steak. I actually wanted to make a steak.
Wow. It's been an amazing journey, Karl. I mean, I admire you because you're so young and you're disciplined, and that's what you need. Even now, we got to wrap this up because, as you saw, clients reaching out to him, trying to get, know what do we do next? How do I do this? How do I do that? Reach out to Karl. He's a young guy, but he's motivated. You see the results.
100%.
I mean, you do. I mean, not to, get too deep in it, but going in Instagram, you see the brother with the shirt off. The brother's real deal, man. I mean, I'm glad you didn't do that segment with the shirt off because the lady be like, ooh. But no, man, like, he's serious with it. He's dedicated to it. And so I'm proud of that. So, Karl, thank you so. Damn, I told myself I wouldn't eat the whole thing on. That's a problem for me.
It happens.
Like I said, I got a weight problem. I can't wait to eat. And like I said, I'll keep saying it. When you spoke healthy, I'm like, ugh. And that's everybody's. Yeah. So you're showing us how to add your flavoring, how to add this and this, just kind of kick it up a little bit.
100%.
But I have to eat healthy now. It's no more. It's just no more. Like I do go to the gym, but I may like some candy. I do have a 17-year-old. And this is the thing with me. My kid lives with me. I buy him juice, but I drink majority of it, and that's not really good. And it's not cute and it's not fun anymore because the doctor said, yo, listen, and we just got to get better at it. So I'm going to really have that. I can't have. I'm going to try to have the discipline for my age group. People out there who are my age group, we have to do better if we want to live longer. I have a 17-year-old. I want to be around until he gives me a grandchild, and that's what it's all about. So listen, Karl, thank you for being on the show, man. Thank you for being on the show. Whenever you want to come back, you are welcome back. This was another Elaine find, and she nailed it. And this was just excellent. When she no longer wants to cook for you, Long Island today, Karl, chickens in the back, showed us what to do. I love that chicken story, yo. You guys have a good night.
Thank you, guys. Appreciate it.